Welcome to Channel 13 Action News and welcome to the final hour of 2008, a live picture from Fremont Street Experience where thousands of people are ready to ring in 2009.
Hundreds more on the Strip tonight celebrating the arrival of the new year. This is a live look at Las Vegas Boulevard from Margaritaville at the Flamingo. It is crowded down there. We're going to be showing you the party at Fremont Street and on the Strip all night long. Those partiers counting on a good fireworks show tonight, so we're going to check in with Brian Schofield to see what kind of weather they're dealing with. Brian?
Well, I've been telling everyone to bring a hat, bring some gloves, but there's already those party hats out there, so I guess they didn't need to really bring a hat, right? 44 degrees, but by midnight, right around 40 degrees. So yes, plenty of a chill in the air, 5-mile-an-hour winds, no big deal there. Tomorrow we're going to see clouds on the increase, but we'll probably end the day very nicely at 59 degrees, but there are some changes on the way that do include rain. I'll have them for you in the 7-day and weather first.
Thank you, Brian, and those 2009 glasses also help you stay warm. So Happy New Year and good evening, everyone. I'm Steve Wolford.
And I'm Nina Raditich. We're so glad you're with us tonight. 2009 will arrive in less than an hour. We want to show you a live look now at all the action going on in our city from the Action News Hawk. Of course, the Las Vegas Strip completely shut down to traffic, so all the partiers can enjoy themselves down there. The Hawk will be hovering over the Strip to give you the best view of the huge fireworks display when the clock strikes midnight tonight.
And on the subject of birds, this is a live look right now where all the parrot heads have gathered at Margaritaville next to the Flamingo to give you a prime spot to watch the party along the Las Vegas Strip. We'd also like to let you know that down there we have a countdown clock at the bottom of the screen so you'll know how long you have until the big show.
That's right. The festivities started a long time ago also at Lavo at the Palazzo, and that's where Action News morning anchors Casey Smith and Lisa Remillard are right now. Quite a star-studded affair there at Lavo tonight, and we're glad you guys are staying up late. This is way past your bedtime.
Yes. Way past our bedtime. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you from both of us. We are used to seeing you in the morning, but now we're here.
It is about time to get up in about 3 hours,
Yes,
I think.
it is.
But that's okay. We're at Palazzo. We're at Lavo, the exclusive nightclub over here. It's a fabulous venue. We've got a great shot of the Strip
Take a
here.
look at this. All these people here enjoying the festivities right here on the Strip.
We're about a block north of where most of the people are gathering. You can see the Metro police cars there, keeping order as usual. It's a great night here. Brian was right on the money with his forecast.
He was.
It's temperate. It's going to be great. It's very clear. We just saw the Action News Hawk come over. I think it's going to be a fabulous night for fireworks and welcoming 2009.
Yes, it is. In fact, the woman of the night here at the Palazzo Hotel is Fergie, of course. She's performing. She's got a whole host of duties here at the hotel, and I got to talk to her a little bit earlier today, and she told me what her plans were for tonight.
It's Vegas, baby. It's New Year's, and my whole family and my man are out here, so it's really exciting. You know, I got the whole hometown coming out to Vegas and making a road trip to come out and see me, and I get to perform and then do the countdown at midnight at Lavo, so woo!
I will be with you at Lavo tonight, so
Party girl.
Absolutely. Okay, no, this is my first Vegas and New Year's. Is it yours?
Wow, no. I remember coming to Vegas and doing the whole walking down the Strip thing, and you know, a bunch of people bumping into you,
Right.
and it's just nuts. It's crazy. It's another type of fun.
Everybody has to experience it once.
Right. This is my first time out here, so this is a good first experience.
You're in for a treat, Lisa. I'll tell you, you're in for a treat. And once again, it's just going to be a fabulous night. 2008's going bye-bye very quickly. We've got less than an hour now. 2009, and I'm looking forward, and I think we're all going to have a much better year.
I hope so. I think that's the
Got it.
plan. I think that's the plan. What do you think? Look
I'm
at you
sure it
dressed
is.
all in
Yeah,
your
and
duds.
you look very
fabulous.
nice, too.
All right.
We're all ready to party here. We'll go back to the studio for a while, but we'll be standing by.
All right, we'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. Lisa talking to all the stars on her first New Year's in Las Vegas. Lisa, we're glad you're here.
Nice tux too, Casey. I think I'm a little underdressed here tonight. But the other big party in town, of course, is at the Fremont Street Experience. Action News reporter Heather Klein is out of the fray right now. She's above the crowd to let us know what's going on behind you, and we like the hat, Heather.
Well, thank you. I'm enjoying my New Year's experience down here on Fremont Street, and I have to tell you, I'm kind of glad to be up here because we have quite a huge crowd behind me. Go ahead and take a look. About 15,000 people expected to pack out just this little section here on Fremont Street. And I don't know if you can hear it right now, but the Queen cover band is just getting started over there on stage. cover bands have been playing throughout the night. This has been called the Tribute Palooza. We've heard U2, we've heard David Bowie, we've heard Billy Joe, all of course the cover bands, so not the actual real guys, but hey, they're singing our favorite songs, so it's good enough. A lot of people having a great time because this is a big local event. A lot of people got in for free tonight. Anybody with a Nevada ID, 21 and up, was able to get down here on Fremont Street. So we're having just a really good time down here. Of course, we're going to be here throughout the night. The mayor was here earlier. He's saying he's hopeful that 2009 is much better than 2008. He believes that our economy and everything else is going to pick up, and he hopes the best for Las Vegas. So, of course, we are here throughout the night. We'll continue to have a blast, and we'll be bringing 2009 to you. For now, live on Fremont Street, I'm Heather Clyde, and I hear that we're going to pass it on over to Steve Ryan. I think he's over on the strip at Margaritaville having a pretty good time. How's it going over there, Steve?
Oh, Heather, hey, we know you're having a good time. We're having a great time here on the strip. In fact, look, you guys are getting free music. We're making our own music here. Folks, can I get a little noise, please? A little noise? I never said we could carry a tune, but we're trying. That's all that matters. You gotta try. It's New Year's Eve. Everyone's having fun. You know, this year on the strip, they expected about 291,000 people to flood this general area, and we think the vast majority of them are on the strip because there are a lot of crowds out here. Metro's even had to open up an extra lane on the strip to allow all the people here. Take a look at that. They've got their eye in the sky out there, but so far everyone's being very good. Everyone's having a good time, not causing any problems. That's actually a big boost from last year when there were only 284,000 people here. Hotels and motels at about 89% occupancy rate, which is 2.5% less than last year, but there are more than 7,000 rooms compared to last year. So a lot of people here, everyone's having a good time, and we've heard some folks talk about it is a tough economy, people are having some trouble, but they're pumping money into our economy here, so they're having a freewheeling good time. That's really all that matters right now. Nina, Steve?
Yeah, all right, Steve. It seemed that 290,000 people were expected coming into town. Doesn't count all the locals down there, right, on the strip.
And considering what's going on with the economy, you know, even is a win.
Yeah, no kidding.
So.
Well, there's a fairly new New Year's Eve tradition that we've been seeing a lot here in Las Vegas, especially tonight.
This is nuts. Daredevils have been showing up trying to outdo each other, and for the second year in a row, motorcycle stuntman Robbie Madison came to town, this time to jump to the top of the Arc at the Paris and jump off.
Here we go. He did it. Anybody has ever gone before?
That was not a special effect. He really did that earlier. Last year, if you might remember, Madison jumped the length of a football field in the Rio parking lot, but this one, we think it's unanimous. He topped it this year. That was just crazy. The other big stunt that also aired on ESPN tonight was at the Rio. Reese Miller tried to become the first person to do a full backflip in an off-road truck. Unfortunately, you saw it right there. That back tire sort of hit the ground first and caused it to roll, so he didn't quite land it. But he is nonetheless okay. So finally, let's not forget this. Robbie Knievel, son of Evel Knievel, climbed on a motorcycle to jump the volcano at the Mirage. Unfortunately, we can only show you the volcano. We can't show you the jump itself because it aired on Fox, but we can tell you that he made it.
One of those picture this type situations. You can imagine it. Well, there are plenty of parties, not just on the strip, but off the strip as well. Drew Caritas went to the Suncoast Hotel and Casino and ran into a familiar face.
Well, it's not the wild and crazy party here at the Suncoast in Summerlin, but the locals, the people that call Vegas home, having a good time, doing a little gambling, a little ballroom dancing upstairs, and of course toasting to 2009. Even Mayor Goodman, who spent a portion of his night here with friends and family, says the new year brings new hope for Las Vegas. Swinging in the new year never felt so good for Las Vegans, ready to say goodbye to 2008.
I can't wait. As soon as midnight hits, my whole attitude's going to change. cheaper, the better.
A few strokes of the piano, some drum beats, and well wishes from Mayor Oscar Goodman.
Just have a good time, and this is a way of just saying thank you to a lot of people. I go around the room, I tell people that they should have a happy new year, be healthy, prosperous, and I really mean it.
It's all an anticipated tradition that sure beats the crowds for these locals cheering to a clean slate.
It's got to be better than 08, because 08 was not so hot.
2009 is going to be wonderful.
My philosophy is whatever you're doing tonight will probably be an indication of how it'll go next year.
As they dance the night away, leaving their worries at the door, there's a message for everybody to take in before the clock strikes midnight.
Be optimistic. Have the glass half full, never half empty. Think in terms of how we're going to really come back and have a great community and a great year, and it will happen.
And many of the people out here celebrating tonight, some of them doing some last-minute gambling, tell me the best part about celebrating here at the Suncoast and the surrounding area is that they don't have to worry about the traffic, they don't have to worry about the crowds. Instead, they get to relax and spend New Year's Eve night with the people who matter most. Drew Caritas, Channel 13 Action News.
And that's what counts. Well, despite temperatures hovering around 16 degrees, a few 100,000 people gathered in New York City to watch the ball drop at Times Square and ring in 2009. That was New Year's in New York, and in a lesser-known but equally as entertaining celebration, thousands also gathered in McDonough, Georgia, to watch a 6-foot, 800-pound chicken nugget drop into a vat of dipping sauce.
They're nug nuts there,
Yes,
from what
they
I
are.
understand.
And it was a plaster of Paris chicken nugget, and it was like syrup with dye in it. But they said it looked real. It looked like real dipping sauce.
Tradition's a tradition.
That's right. Everybody in New York bundled up, and probably not a bad idea tonight in southern Nevada
That's right.
as well.
Yeah, Brian Schofield joins us with the forecast for the new year, and you know, 40 is cold for us. 16 in New York, they're probably used to that, right?
Well, you know, it's 16 in New York, but with the wind chill, it really feels like 2 degrees. There's no joke about that. They've had 30-mile-an-hour winds out there. And those McNuggets, sweet and sour and barbecue, the best sauces. You gotta, I'm a fan. And I hope McDonald's is hearing this and sending some. I mean, tonight, now, if we're a little bit of that nug nut going on there. Yes, nice and dry. You see by the desert Doppler. Skycam looks pretty good. So far, so good across the valley. It's going to stay that way. I'm not even worried about the forecast tonight. It's what's coming up that piques my interest, because we're going to start off 2009 pretty decent, but we're going to also start to get into some stormy action as well, or at least a chance of throwing some showers in the valley. 57 officially today, 38 for this morning's low. Look at these winds. Remember, every single year, we've been talking about this for a couple of days, every year we always talk about winds becoming a problem, and they just haven't really even got to the level of even looking at them for a problem. So they're just not going to have one. High pressure in place right now will break down by what we have coming down south. The jet stream just will lower enough to allow some of this storm action just to blow on through the valley. Just plan on it. Here's the way it plays out. Change is on the way, but it'll come for Friday night into Saturday. That's one storm. That's his first one. And then Saturday into Sunday. Creeping on by. You're going to have a great day tomorrow. And most of Friday will be pretty decent, but clouds will be on the increase, and then we'll have a chance for some showers. So 37 for your overnight low, but once again at midnight, right around 40 degrees across the strip. But it's still chilly. Everyone's been bundled up pretty well. 59 for tomorrow. So for tomorrow's high right there, right around the 60-degree mark. Not bad at all. 58 Boulder City, 61 through Pahrump. So we're looking good. Feeling good up until about the weekend. When we shake things up a little bit, we don't mind a little rain, but we'll get 2 chances at that. And then next week, we just kind of dry things out nicely, and temperatures stay in the 50s for highs and overnight lows in the 30s. All right, back to the set.
As we get closer to 2009, a live look at the festivities down on the Strip from our camera at Margaritaville at the Flamingo. And you can see the Strip is just packed tonight. They're expecting 290,000 plus people to gather in Las Vegas to ring in 2009. And a lot of locals, we'd say smart locals just like you, decided to stay in tonight and greet 2009 in the comfort of your own home.
That's why liquor and party supply stores saw a nice and badly needed bump in business from people stocking up for a big night with family and friends.
Dinner, full everything, and karaoke, we playing, everything, so yeah.
Rather than getting a hotel, probably staying at a friend's house.
In fact, a big majority of the viewers who responded to a KTNV.com poll recently said they were planning to stay at home tonight because it was cheaper and safer.
And a lot of celebs are in town tonight, including funny man David Spade. He is down on the strip at Lavo, and Action News had a chance to ask him about his New Year's resolutions.
I want to try to start smoking and drink more coffee.
Yeah, most of us are kicking our vices as New Year's resolutions. Spade just adding a few to his routine. It is a star-studded evening over at the Palazzo tonight. Carmen Electra and music artist Fergie are joining David Spade. Fergie's going to actually perform a couple songs as the folks at Lavo ring in the new year. And as we wait for the fireworks to get started here, many celebrations around the world are already finished.
It started off in Sydney, Australia. It was actually the first major city in the world to ring in the new year. The shower of light was part of the fireworks show over the harbor. Thousands of people in Hong Kong also said goodbye to 2008 in a big way. The city pulled out the stops this year in hopes it would bring an end to the tough economic times. The fireworks show, as you see, launched from rooftops as well as skyscrapers.
And just over the Atlantic, chimes from Big Ben ushered in 2009 in London, as well as a fireworks display. 250,000 people gathered there for the festivities. Plenty of celebrations in France as well. Thousands of tourists opened their champagne bottles to ring in the new year. And of course, many celebrated with the traditional New Year's kiss.
We're about 40 minutes away from a scene like that at Fremont Street. Let's go back to Heather Klein joining us live once again with more on what's happening there. Heather.
Well, guys, the excitement is really starting to build up here. A person from Fremont Experience, the guys who are running this entire event, just came up and told me they are at capacity. 30,000 people here on Fremont Street tonight. That means the gates are closed. No one else is allowed in. So if you haven't gotten here yet, it's too late. You're going to have to watch it on Action News because no one else is going to be allowed on Fremont Street. Let's go ahead and just show you this crowd that is here tonight. We have the Queen cover band playing right now. That is really getting the people here fired up. We're also awaiting the first time ever fireworks show here on Fremont Street. And everybody who's ever come down here knows there's this huge canopy over Fremont Street, so we're all anxious to see exactly how that will turn out. But 30,000 people, a huge crowd down out here. One of the reasons they're counting on that is because they believe it had to do with the fact that the locals were getting in free. Anybody with the Nevada ID 21 up was able to get in here and have a good time for free. So definitely the good time getting started. People are starting to count down. The street is packed. Everyone having a great time. Of course, stay tuned. We're going to be here through it all. Reporting live, Heather Klein, Channel 13 Action News.
All right, thank you, Heather. Welcome back to Action News coverage of New Year's Eve 2009. The Strip packed right now with people ready to celebrate another year.
Yeah, Steve Ryan is among the crowds at Margaritaville tonight. And Steve, the party started long ago at that place with the margaritas flowing, right?
I think the party started a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, they wouldn't name it Margaritaville if they didn't have margaritas. They're living true to their name. You know, we talked to you a few minutes ago, and we told you how we hadn't had much tone with our musical abilities, but we've been harmonizing since then. So guys, can I get a Happy New Year, please? That's teamwork right there. We've been working hard. Teamwork for you. So, you know, Fremont Street might be at capacity right now, but we've got plenty of room here at Margaritaville and a lot more room on the Strip as well. Just a short while ago, Metro opened up an extra lane on the Strip. They originally had it to 2 lanes right now, but as you see, they needed to open up an extra lane because I think some of those 284,000 people, the majority of them came down here to the Strip and the area around Margaritaville. Metro's doing a good job out here, though. We got to give them credit, too. They've got about 300 officers down in this general area alone, and they've got a lot of security here making sure people are safe. But some of the officers we talked to said they're really just there for presence right now because people are well behaved, they're behaving themselves nicely, and that's what matters here. They said they're enjoying themselves and the celebration. So I got to admit, we're kind of enjoying ourselves here too. So I hope you guys are back in the studio. Steve, Nina?
All right, Steve. Yeah, it is all hands on deck when it comes to Metro and New Year's Eve. Nobody gets vacation.
And we'll have to live vicariously through Steve Ryan and Heather Klein and
We're
Casey
having a great
and Lisa.
time.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve 2009, Las Vegas style. Our coverage of America's party, taking it to the streets, continues tonight. I'm Nina Raditich.
And I'm Steve Wolford. Your best view of the action is right here on Channel 13. We have crews all over the valley covering the party in style.
Take a look at a view now from our Action News Hawk high above the Las Vegas Strip, where it is packed with partiers ready for the countdown to the New Year's Eve 2009.
And that party has spilled over into downtown with Tribute Palooza. A lot of cover bands on Fremont Street tonight. Also, no shortage of a party at Margaritaville on the Las Vegas Strip right next to the Flamingo.
And we are following some breaking news tonight. We were hoping it was going to be mostly party and fun coverage tonight, but unfortunately we have some breaking news to tell you about happening at Boulder Station right now.
According to some information we have right now, a bomb squad has responded to Boulder Station because of a situation there. We're still in the process of trying to confirm exactly what's happening, but be advised there is some police activity at Boulder Station.
All right, and we'll keep you posted on that for sure. And now back to the festivities down on the Strip. The celeb party seems to be at Lavo tonight at the Palazzo.
Casey Smith and Lisa Remillard have been covering that for us. They're joining us live to let us know what's happening there. You guys, take it away.
Well, I tell you what, Steve and Nina, I think there's been an escalation of anticipation here.
Absolutely.
Because there's just everybody. Well, look at this.
Look
we
who
have
we
a
found.
guest.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Pauly Shore here.
How's it going? Happy
Hi.
New Year.
Happy New Year. Good to see you.
So this is what we like to call a trooper, because Pauly Shore has a bad back right now, and you're still hanging in tonight.
It's the end of 2008. I think everyone has a bad back. You know what I mean? That damn George Bush. He's made us all have pinched nerves.
Now, are you here just party, or are you here on business?
I am a butterfly. I flow around the world. No, I'm actually here to count down the New Year's with my friends here at Lavo, Jason Strauss and Noah Tepperberg. They invited me here. I'm actually downstairs doing it, and Fergie's upstairs. So Fergie's on top of me tonight.
Lucky
Not a
you.
bad deal, yeah.
And then I have, on Friday, I have a show with Jamie Kennedy at the House of Blues.
Excellent. So what's the big plan for tonight with your countdown? Are you afraid you're going to mess it up, or you got it covered?
No, I think
Are you
I know
on
how to
paid meds
count.
with
I
your
think I
rap?
know how to count.
Are you
As
on
long as they don't tell me to do it in Spanish.
No rehearsals necessary, apparently.
Dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis.
Now do it backwards.
All right.
No, I can't.
Yeah, I can't either.
It'll be a good party here tonight. Now, what brings you to Vegas? I mean, did they invite you to
Just
come
the
out here?
Filipinos.
Oh!
There's a lot of Filipinos here. Have you noticed? Oh my God, that's the next one, right? What the hell's going?
Pauly Shore, everybody.
They're good DJs, though. They're good DJs.
Well, we're glad.
And they're loyal too. They're all from Eagle Rock, California. Right.
Nice California people.
We're glad to see you're doing well.
Thank you.
Up and about. Happy
Thanks,
New
guys.
Year.
All
Take
right,
care.
thank you very much.
Feel better.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
L'chaim. All right, guys.
All
Thank
right,
you.
bye-bye.
Covered about all the bases there, didn't we?
Yes, absolutely. Well, the crowd here is sold out at Lavo until midnight. It's also sold out at Tao. But are you guys having a good time?
Hey, what's up? Oh, yeah. As you can see, it's been building here. They've been adding dozens and dozens of people on the balcony here and also on the Strip. And we'll have some shots of the Strip in a little while. But for now, I think we better go back to the studio. Too much fun we're having.
We're going to have to get Pauly under wraps.
Pauly Shore, he has a knack for making people uncomfortable, doesn't he? He's certainly good at that.
All right. Well, another big party, of course, right now, right along the Strip, Prime View, Margaritaville.
Yeah, Steve Ryan is there live at Margaritaville. Or are we going to Heather Klein? Actually, we're going to head down to Fremont Street downtown with Heather Klein, who is already in the party spirit. And it's been what they're calling Tribute Palooza out there, Heather.
Well, that's right. We've had the land of cover bands out here. But going back to Pauly Shore, I have to tell you, my little sister, 21st birthday out here, she has an uncomfortable Pauly Shore story. Have to tell you about that sometime. But down here on Fremont Street, we are having a blast. Packed house out here, 30,000 people. They've already closed the gates. So if you're not down here, you can't get in here. Take a look behind me. Let me show you what's happening here. Just a few minutes ago, the mayor squished through this crowd, shaking hands with people, greeting people. He loves coming down here and celebrating New Year's on Fremont Street. He says this is one of the best spots to have it. He also says this is one of the safest spots to have it, that the people down here have a good time, a loud time, but they have a safe time. And I have to tell you, from what I've seen so far, a lot of fun, but not a lot of ruckus. We've had plenty of security and Metro officers out here making sure everybody just has a good, fun, safe time. You can see these guys down here below me. They're ready to ring in the new year. The Queen cover band just wrapped up, and so we're basically counting down to the first time ever fireworks here on Fremont Street. A free ticket to every local here tonight, 21 and up. All out here having a great time. I think we're about less than half an hour away from 2009, so we're very excited. So we're going to go ahead, throw it back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, aren't they debuting a new show under the canopy with the fireworks too, Heather?
It's a brand new show, first time ever this year. They tell me that it's going to work, even though we have the canopy and that we're not going to get smoked out. So we're really anxious to kind of wait and see how that's all going to turn out, because, you know, we got this huge canopy over us, so we're just going to have to see. So a lot of people pretty excited to see how that works out.
Yeah, you'll be able to smell the fireworks. That'll be nice.
Anxious could be an understatement.
Yeah.
Thanks, Heather. By the way, she was talking about how much time left for the New Year's. We got right down there in the corner for you. That's the countdown clock. That's official time. Let's go to Steve Ryan now. We'll try Margarita once again at Margaritaville and see if Steve, you there? Come in, Steve.
Oh, we're here.
All right, there you go. Take it away.
We're here. Well, Steve, you know, this has been a pretty busy night down here at Margaritaville. A lot of people on the Strip, a lot of people up here. We're getting to capacity, but we're not there yet. So if you're at home watching this, come on down to Margaritaville. In fact, I want to take it over and show you, talk to Matt Savigny a little bit. He's the manager here who's been tolerating us and so many other people here tonight. Matt, how does this night compare to any other night at Margaritaville?
Oh, this night, it's just been incredible to see this many people that have come out. You're typical any other night. We are busy, but nothing like this. This is wonderful to see this many people spending the money.
Let me ask, is it normally this loud?
Not this loud. This is probably one time a year. Thank God that they're out for the New Year's. They're out spending some money, having a blast. This is incredible. It's normally not this loud. Normally it's not like this.
Yeah,
they do have a good time here, though.
Makes sense. And a time like this, when the economy's been on a kind of a roller coaster ride, this is a big boost, right?
Oh, this is a huge boost. To see as many people that we've seen coming in town and seeing all the different license plates that we just saw out there, everybody coming to Vegas, it's big for us.
Matt, thank you very much. Have a good night. We'll see you around.
All right.
And you know, like I said, it's not just busy up here, it's busy down there on the Strip. Look at all those people. And having a good time, as you can hear and see. But we've noticed every 15 minutes that we talk to you, more and more people pack this Strip, and Metro has to open up more and more lanes down there so these people can get through safely and have a nice free-flowing walkway down there. Not too far out, too, till the big event in 2009 rolls around. We've got about 284,000 people in town right now, and I'm thinking the vast majority of them are right around Margaritaville. I'm not sure, but judging by the looks of things, they're enjoying themselves, and we're enjoying ourselves here too. So we're going to send it back to you in the studio now so I can go enjoy myself some more. Steve, Nina?
All right, thank you, Steve. It sure is good to see the crowds down there. First time in a long time. 2008 will be remembered in Las Vegas for a lot of reasons, from the foreclosure crisis to some breaking stories that made national news. Here's a look back at the last 12 months in 90 seconds. There were fires, arrests, snow, and this guy. They all made 2008 a year to remember. In the first month of the year, who could forget this frightening scene as flames spread across the top of the Monte Carlo? Investigators later determined it was all started by sparks during some welding on the roof. Weeks later, tragedy strikes a Summerlin family. Chris Privet, a student and football player at Palo Verde High School, was shot and killed, the innocent victim of a drive-by shooting. Also in February, a terrifying healthcare scare as tens of thousands of Nevadans were exposed to hepatitis at the endoscopy center of Southern Nevada. Investigators later blamed unsafe syringe and sterilization practices. More recently, people across the valley were gripped by the abduction of 6-year-old Cole Puffenberger. The search topped national news reports. He turned up several days later at a bus stop in downtown Las Vegas. Several people, including his grandfather, were arrested in the bizarre case that allegedly involved drug trafficking. The national economic crisis hit Nevada especially hard, including state budget shortfalls and thousands of layoffs. People were also losing their homes as Nevada ranked #1 in the nation for home foreclosure. There was also the trial of the year.
I said to Mr. Simpson, I didn't know if he was arrogant or ignorant or both.
O.J. Simpson, convicted of robbery and kidnapping in the Palace Station ripoff and sentenced to prison. And only days ago, there was the snow, which forced the Clark County School District to close schools for the first time in decades, giving kids of all ages a chance to enjoy a snow day. 2008 starting with flames, ending in a freeze, and highlighted with a silver man, arrested in the Silver State in a Halloween costume of some sort. He was picked up along I-15 in Las Vegas and charged with DUI. And if you remember, his mugshot made the top 5 list of best mugshots on the Smoking Gun website. So what do you think was the top story, the local headline for 2008? Just go to KTNV.com and cast your vote.
Just fixing it, making sure it's okay. Now to the city that rivals Las Vegas as America's New Year's capital. Here's a look at the ball drop in Times Square in New York. At 9 o'clock Las Vegas time, the ball fell on the new year, 2009. That ball is Waterford Crystal. Bill Clinton helped that fall down, filled with 32,000 energy-efficient light bulbs. An estimated 1 million people in Times Square watched it fall, kissed at midnight, in addition to TV audiences all around the world.
Back here in Las Vegas, the party is building into the main event.
And we're going to show it all to you. Here's a live look now at the Fremont Street Experience, where folks have been enjoying some live music, tribute bands, possibly also, just possibly, a few drinks.
And we'll put up the periscope here, show you some other shots. This is the shot here from our KTNV studios. You can see we have a nice view of the Las Vegas Strip. We'll touch base with the events happening at Lavo, over at Palazzo. Much more coming up on this special New Year's Eve edition of Action News. We'll be right back.
$2,200 loose slots. Now that's living large.
Welcome back to our New Year's Eve 2009 special. It is the biggest party night of the year right here in Las Vegas.
This year, no different. Thousands of people have packed into Fremont Street Experience and the Strip to say goodbye to 2008 and hello to 2009.
They're calling the party at Fremont Street Tribute Palooza, and Heather Klein is there live to tell us what's going on there. And we've heard from, Billy Joel cover band, Kiss.
Queen was just up.
Oh, all right. Well, we'd like to...
It's a capacity crowd out there, too. 30,000 people showed up, so they went ahead and closed the gate.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, Heather, and you're having a great time out there.
We are. It's a blast out here. 30,000 people hanging out here, waiting for the first ever fireworks to go off. Take a look at the crowd. They're having a great time behind me, hooting and hollering, having a blast. I think they might have had a drink or two. I'm not really sure. I need to do some more investigating into that. But definitely everyone out here having a great time. It's been the land of cover bands tonight. We've heard some great Kiss cover bands. We heard a great Queen cover band. Even a Billy Joel guy rocking on the piano. So it's just been a really good time out here on Fremont Street. A big party for the locals to come out here. Mayor always says this is a good time, and I have to say that he is right. But as we come back over here to me, there's just one question I have to ask you. Maybe, Nina, you're the one to ask. Do these work for me? I see everybody wearing these. I mean, is this a good look for me? Can I work this?
We like that look, Heather. I think it goes with your headband.
I'm bringing in 2009. What can I say?
You are in the party spirit, that's for sure.
Definitely. We're having a great time out here. I think I'm going to take these off, though, now. We're good to go.
All right. Thanks,
you guys
Heather.
have a good night.
All right, we're going to touch base now and find out what's happening on the Strip.
Yeah, Casey Smith and Lisa Remillard, the morning team down at Lavo at the Palazzo. You guys staying up, like we said earlier, well past your bedtime, and it's Celebrity Central down there. You got to talk to Pauly Shore live, which is always a little scary.
Oh, it is. He says things and you're like, oh, God.
Oh, yes. Live TV is definitely happening around here. You know, it was one of those things that, Stephen, you'll remember this. They just started the test pops here where they'd shoot up a little test balloon and everything. So, it's going to start. Fireworks are imminent.
You can tell though that it's coming. People are starting to get excited. You're hearing more screams. The street is starting. There's one right there. The screams are starting to get a little louder. A few more people are starting to pack on the street. So
yeah, the celebrities are going to go in and they're going to start. Like Pauly Shore is going to do the countdown here in Lavo. And you're listen to the pirate show across from us here right now too, over the TI. So it's getting close.
Yes, it is. Yeah, Pauly Shore downstairs, Fergie upstairs, the lovely Carmen Electra's at Tao. Both these places are sold out, Tao and Lava tonight. So
and a big old light show about to happen way above us.
It's going to be a fun night.
Let's go back to you guys.
All right, and the fireworks show is a little bit different this year, isn't it, you guys? Because they moved it from the rooftops to the garages?
That's true. You know, in the past, for a long time, they've shot it off the roofs of all of the hotels. And as Steve in his story just a few minutes ago was talking about the Monte Carlo fire, that made them all step back a little bit. So they're going to put all the fireworks on the top of the parking garages. See how that goes.
I was going to say, it's going to be interesting how that all shakes out this year. You know, we never had it this low before. So we'll see what the vantage points are, what the good spots to see all those fireworks will be.
Yeah, they've told us that the best seat in the house is on the Strip. And, you know, normally out on Horizon Ridge or up on Durango, people would line up and watch it, the Strip from far away. Don't know if that's going to be able to work or not. We'll just have to find out.
I guess we'll see here in just about 10 minutes.
Yes, we will. Happy New Year, guys. Back to you.
Happy New Year to you guys, too. And, of course, the best spot really is right where you folks are at home watching us, because we're going to have the best views of the fireworks from the Las Vegas Strip.
Steve Ryan's vantage point isn't too bad either. He's at Margaritaville. Let's touch base with Steve again, and we're getting it. We're inside 8 minutes here, Steve, so we're getting close.
Oh, we're ready for it here too. And you know what? We've got a pretty good spot here in Margaritaville. The fireworks this year might be about 300 feet lower than they were last year, but what people have done is adapt. We've moved up to the second floor balcony of Margaritaville, so we've adapted. We've got no problems with the fireworks being launched lower. And you know, I got to show you this. You've heard of the 2009 glasses? Well, some folks have improvised. Take a look at this. Notice the balloon hats. There are no balloon animals here. 09. People have improvised with their 2009 apparel. But, you know, we've got a good crowd up here. At least I'd say 100 people up here on the second floor balcony. I wish I could give you a figure on the number of people down there on the Strip. That's a little hard to tell right now. Take a look at that. I'd say wall to wall, but it looks like it's more shoulder to shoulder right now. So people are having a good time, and we're having a good time. So, you know what? We're going to wait for the fireworks now and sit here, watch a little Channel 13 meantime. Back to you guys.
All right, Steve, it's getting crowded out there as 2009 just keeps getting closer.
Let's go back to Heather Klein joining us live from Fremont Street and the big party down there. Heather, make it fast so we can show everybody some fireworks.
Well, it is definitely getting very pumped up in here tonight. Let me just get out of this shot right now and let you look. We're living on a prayer down here, waiting on these fireworks to get started, and they are crammed in here like sardines. Everybody is just squished in, ready and waiting to count down the new year for 2009. Very excited, a lot of anticipation here. We're going to go ahead and throw it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, we are 1 minute to 2009, and what fireworks planners are calling the biggest fireworks display in America, right here in Las Vegas, a $550,000 fireworks show, Fireworks by Grucci.
8 minutes and 10 seconds worth. And this is where it will all happen. And in case you didn't know, last year, of course, and in years past, the fireworks have gone off the tops of the hotels. This year, though, because of the whole situation earlier this year at the Monte Carlo with the fire there on the facade, they've decided to lower the threshold a little bit and start launching these fireworks from the garage rooftops. So the fireworks show overall will be lower, but it also we're starting to get a few of the flares here, and we're down to 15 seconds.
America's Party taking it to the streets. America's Party 2009. More than 30,000 effects you can expect to ring in 2009. We are so close now. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It's 2009. The year is now 8 minutes and 19 seconds old, and what a spectacular fireworks show, Las Vegas style.
I hope you enjoyed the 8 minutes and 10 seconds of fireworks here in Las Vegas. 30,000 effects from 8 different locations. As you saw, a little bit of a lower level fireworks show this year. That was after the Monte Carlo fire, some safety concerns, but Las Vegas, of course, still delivered in style.
In years past, we're used to seeing the fireworks over the Strip. This year, it was like the fireworks were down inside the Strip. It was kind of cool. If you had a hotel room on the right floor, you probably got literally eye-level view of that fireworks show.
The party is not over yet. Our coverage continues after this break, but we want to say Happy New Year to all of you folks out there. Hope you're enjoying the evening with your families, and we'll be right back.
Love, laughter, and prosperity.
Happy New Year from Action News. The fireworks may have ended, but the party continues on the Las Vegas Strip as we start 2009, and there was a big party down at Lavo at the Palazzo.
Let's go to Casey Smith and Lisa Remillard. They've been watching that party unfold tonight, and I guess the fireworks show just kind of kicks this party off, right?
Yes, it does. You're absolutely right, Steve. These people here are having a good time already. I walked through that club a little while ago, and let me tell you, it is jam-packed in there. People having a great time.
You know, the phenomenon of Las Vegas fireworks, the clubs, the casinos, everybody pours out on the streets. Yeah. They look up, they watch the Big Bang, then they go, let's
right
party.
Back in.
Right back in, because it's getting a little chillier out here. But yeah, it's a great time. The fireworks from our vantage point, it was kind of hard to see. We're on the very northern extremity of the Strip where they were, so we saw one shot going out over us. You got a much better view from where you were at, but a lot of people enjoyed it, and then it's time to celebrate 2009.
You know what's very interesting is that there are parts of Las Vegas Boulevard where there were just absolutely no people standing there, which I understand is a rarity.
Yeah, well, it's kind of dead spots because it was hard to see some of the fireworks from our vantage point.
Right.
But it didn't dampen the spirits of the people here. The revelers are in full bloom.
Absolutely, they're having a good time. Sold out party here, but now we understand that if you want to come down to Lavo, if you want to go down to Tao, you can get in. There is a cost, but now they're letting people in.
Great places here, and we'd like to thank the folks here at Lavo. They've been just excellent. It's been a wonderful vantage point, and if they could just turn the heat up, and that's Brian Schofield's job, it'd be great.
Yeah, Brian, get on that.
Didn't you guys have a special person counting down at Lavo today for the or tonight for the New Year's countdown?
That would be Pauly Shore, yes.
Oh.
How'd it go?
All the celebs are here tonight. They're all here.
He was inside.
Yeah, Pauly Shore's here. Fergie's upstairs.
Fergie was here.
Carmen Electra's here too. So is David Spade. So
Lisa Remillard's here. So we've got the trifecta.
Lisa, you got to talk to a couple of those folks, didn't you?
I did. I got to talk to all of them. I think we have some sound from Carmen Electra at some point. She told me what she was looking forward to in 2009, and there's some interesting stuff. Hopefully we'll get to that. If not, it's definitely on our website at KTNV.com.
Absolutely. So we'd like to wish everybody a happy and prosperous 2009. Happy New Year, Steve and Nina, and everyone here in Las Vegas.
Happy New Year to you guys.
Thank you, and Happy New Year to the both of you also, and thanks for getting up early, I guess, as far as your biological clocks work, so we appreciate you pitching in and helping out tonight.
All right, and the other party that we're following on the Strip is just down the way from Lavo at Margaritaville at the Flamingo, and Steve Ryan has been there all night, and you've got some happy party folks there, Steve.
Oh, happy to say the least. You know who's not here? Is Jimmy Buffett, but he is here in spirit. I can tell you that because the party atmosphere is through the roof and spilling out over the Strip. I'll show you this. Take a look at this. We showed you earlier how the Strip was jam-packed. Well, now it's actually moving a little bit. I think people are going to start heading to those clubs that Lisa and Casey were talking about, which is probably a good thing. It's getting a little cold out here, but not bad. Fireworks display on this side of the Strip. We caught some of them. We didn't see them as much as last year, but people are still having a good time, enjoying themselves quite a bit out here. We had a lot of folks out here, but just a few minutes ago in between live shots, we went down there and talked to Metro officers who say overall, everyone is doing very well, behaving, having a good time, and that's the way we like it. A great way to usher in 2009. So a lot of us up here are doing the same thing. Margaritaville's cleared out a little bit, and I think some people are going to continue the party elsewhere, but we're still here for you working. So Nina, Steve, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you too, Steve Ryan. And Metro really pulled out all the stops to make sure that everyone was safe this year, didn't they? Including like the mounted patrol, usually out there every year.
They did. Not only did they have the mounted patrol out here, there were dozens of bike patrol officers as well as undercover officers from the tourism safety unit. That's a big key this year, is making sure everyone from out of town is safe and having a good time. Another way to bring them back and help get things rolling again next year and throughout the year. Nina?
Yeah, usually even with all the partying that goes on here in Las Vegas, we do a nice job of keeping it as tame as possible with very few people getting hurt.
It wasn't tame. Well, it was. Thanks, Steve. It wasn't that tame at Fremont because they were anticipating a fireworks show there. Heather Klein has been joining us live from Fremont Street Experience. She's back once again to tell us how it went. Heather.
You know, I have to say the fireworks show, very impressive. It was a lot of small bursts just running down the top of Fremont Street. You know, we have the canopy here, but it was just really, really unique. Let me show you some of the crowd that's still out here tonight. 30,000 people milling about. Queen cover band playing here right now as we speak. People just enjoying ringing in 2009. 30,000 people, and most of these guys here are our locals. These are our Las Vegans, people from Henderson, all of Clark County, North Las Vegas. They all say they're out here having a good time. They want to avoid the mess on the Strip, but still have a good New Year, so they come down here to Fremont Street where they can listen to live music and, of course, maybe do a few cocktails or two drinking. So definitely a good time here tonight. And apparently someone was shooting confetti at me, so we're having a great time. We're going to go ahead and send it back to you guys into the studio.
Thanks, Heather, and don't let them knock that cap off.
It was only a matter of time before they started getting rowdy. Yeah, and our coverage of New Year's 2009 continues right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
Well, 2009 off to a fantastic and typical start in Las Vegas. Every year the city seems to pull it off and go a step higher, and we had a great fireworks show again this year. Yeah,
$550,000 worth of fireworks, about 30,000 different effects that went off from 8 different locations. And in case you missed it, in case you got too involved in your party there tonight, we want to show you those fireworks again. Enjoy and Happy New Year.